up, people? So I totally tried to do a couple of videos today. One being a cream contour for fair skin or pale skin, which I still will be doing. And then the other was on this makeup look, but shit went south real quick with this watery eyeball. So I thought, well, a couple of weeks ago I did mention in a video that I was thinking about doing a Q&A. I always thought that Q&As were just like shit that, big people did, like people that have more than a couple thousand subscribers. But then at the same time, I'm like, I still want them to get to know me though. And I love you guys. I love all the subscribers that I have. Like, I've never gotten any hate or anything like that. Like, seriously, you guys are bomb diggles. So I was like, you know what? The people that ask the questions want to know. So I will give the people what they want. And I want you guys to get to know me better. So because of shit going south with my face, we're going to go ahead and do the Q&A. So let's do it. So I didn't get a ton of questions, which is totally fine because y'all know this bitch likes to talk. So that way the video is not like 3 hours long, even though it's probably going to be long because none of my videos are short. So let's just get into it. So I asked like on a YouTube video and then I asked on Instagram. So here we go. So the first question comes from KK Taylor, which is, she's super bombs because she's always commenting and like liking my stuff. I know, I see you, girl. So hers is, what do you do for fun? I bet you would be totally fun to hang out with. Thank you. Actually, to be really straight up with you guys, like I don't really do that much. Like I don't really drink. For me, fun is just hanging out with my family and hanging out with my son, which I know sounds so boring. But I used to be like total party girl. I was like life of the party all the way up into my late 20s and all the way up until I was 25 when I had my son. When I had my son, my party days came to a screeching halt because when I was a teenager, my friends were having kids at 15, 16, 17, multiple children too, by the way. So just seeing the amount of, I don't want to say neglect, but when you're 15 years old and you have a baby, like, you're so selfish at that age and you're so like all about yourself that you kind of push it to the back burner. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what my friends did. Like, no, none of my friends that had kids at an early age just stopped and like took care of shit, like got shit done. Most of them just still continued what they were doing and then their parents just did whatever with the kids. So I told myself I would never freaking do that when I have a child. That child is going to be all of me. That's going to be my life. That's going to be my reason for living. I don't want my child to be 25 years old and me be regretful of not spending enough time with him when he was younger. So as of now, I mean, I still do go out sometimes, and now because like I'm so reserved now because I'm so used to being like a homebody and like doing stuff with my family. Like when I get out to like a bar, like whatever I do, I'm just like, oh, until I get a couple drinks in me and then I'm like, where the party at? Yeah. Okay, so this wasn't like a question that was directed towards the Q&A, but I really just want to answer it because I do have a lot of people ask me. And I always leave it in the click down, but who the hell reads that shit? You know what I'm saying? I know I don't. But my camera equipment, I always get questions about my equipment. I am a photographer, so the camera that I have is a Canon 6D, which is a full frame camera. If you don't know what that means, I guess Google it. I don't want to make this video too long. If you guys want like a video on photography and kind of like my filming setup, what I do, how I do it, and then like how I use my camera or how to use the camera or how to take pictures, let me know. I can totally do that because I do photography. So that's like what I do on the side kind of. I was doing it professionally for a little while and then I just kind of got out of it because I didn't get to take stuff that I want to take. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds like bullshit, but I just want to do like editorial and fashion photography, and that is just not here where I am. My area is very small. I live in Ohio for one, and I live in a very small, tiny, rural area. So Ain't nobody got brows on fleek, and you know what I'm saying, in the area that I live in. I get eyeballed just for like wearing makeup when I leave my house. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, if you guys want like any kind of video or anything on that, just let me know and I could totally do that. Oh, BT Dubs, I did henna on my hand. The kit that I got from Hobby Lobby kind of sucked, so it's fading now. I did it like a week ago, but it didn't turn out like I wanted it to, so I'm gonna order another one on Amazon. If you guys want a video on like doing it, then just let me know and I can do that too. All right, next question. All right, so the next question or questions comes from Alicia Lee, and she's got a couple of them. The first one is, what compelled you to join YouTube? This is kind of going to be a long-winded question, so I'll come back to that one. The second one is, when did you start dabbling in makeup? Probably like as soon as I could, like age, I don't know. My mom wasn't really into makeup and stuff like that, so I kind of got into it on my own. So I would say like around, because I was kind of like a little bit tomboyish growing up. I didn't really play with Barbies that much and, you know, do all the shit that girly girls do. I played video games and played with boys. Like I hung around a lot of guys, even up into my teenage years. But I did go through like kind of a gothy stage when I was a teenager, and y'all know how goths like their makeup. So I would say probably about age 12, something like that. And then, where do you shop at for clothing? I think your style is gorgeous. Thank you. I shop anywhere I can. Normally, 9 times out of 10, it is either H&M, Forever 21, Macy's, Penny's. We have a small-ass mall. I don't even have a Forever 21 and H&M where I live, so I have to go out of town to get it. But normally, lately, I've been dabbling in American Eagle, and I've never in my life shopped there. Oh, TJ Maxx. I love like TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls. I love Nordstrom Rack. I love all those stores that you can get designer shit for like way cheap. That's like what I'm all about, saving a dollar. But I am going to be doing, since you said that, I just got a remote for my camera. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be doing lookbooks. It's supposed to be really nice out the next week, so I'm probably going to have some lookbooks coming up for y'all. So stay tuned for that, because I seriously, like when I film videos, I just kind of throw shit on. I don't really like dress up like I do, or like I would to like go out or go out to dinner or something. So what you guys see isn't really, I mean, it is my style, but it's not anywhere near. Like sometimes I'll just like throw a shirt on and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to spend 2 hours getting ready just to film vids like some people do, but that's just me. Anyways, moving on. Back to the what compelled me to join YouTube. So I have been on YouTube for a really long time. Ooh, hair. My hair's all falling out everywhere. I've been on YouTube, okay, so if this gives any indication to how long I've been on YouTube, I have been subscribed to Marlena from Makeup Geek since she was at 30,000 subscribers. I have been subscribed to Wayne Goss and Pixie Woo both before they hit 100K. So I was subscribed to Pixie Woo when they were at like 50,000, which back then was like freaking insane. So a really long time. Probably I have been watching YouTube's videos since like maybe 08 or 09. Jesus, a really long time. And the thing that compelled me was, okay, this shit's about to get deep. In my area, because I don't know if it's because I live in such a small area. I'm sure it's like prevalent in big cities too. But in the area that I live in, drugs are really prevalent around here, to the effect that a city or town, a couple of towns over from me, if you like say you call 911, they have to have the police like task force or whatever do a sweep of the house and make sure it's not a freaking meth lab before the EMTs can come in, which is fucking insane. A friend of mine said that one of our friends, a girl that she works with, her husband was like having a stroke, and she called 911, and like the freaking everybody got there, and the cops had to like sweep the house to make sure it's not a meth lab. and he was the dispatcher for like the EMT. So it's freaking nuts. So the point of that is I have lost a lot of friends to drugs. Like, not friends. They haven't died, but I've lost friendships to drugs. And it seems like as time goes on, more and more people are getting addicted to drugs, especially pills and heroin are so bad around here right now. It's fucking crazy. So I didn't really have any. I've got maybe like two or three good friends. So I really just wanted more people to talk to and more, I don't know what to say, like more communication. And I really just wanted a place that gave me an outlet to talk to people that were interested in the same things that I were. I wanted to be able to converse with people that were into makeup and hair stuff and basically like beauty shit like I was, but weren't freaking shooting dope up their arms. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird, but I thought this way I'll be able to make friends, and I have made some awesome friends. And that's another thing too, like nobody in my area is really like deep in the shit like I am. Like nobody's really interested in like makeup and hair and fashion and stuff like that. There are some people, but I don't know how to put it. There's a lot of basic bitches in my area, okay? That's what I'm trying to throw out there. So I don't know. I just thought it would be super cool. It was kind of like Marlena that kind of tipped me off because I was just so in love with her. I was like, oh my God, I want to do that too. So I did, and here I am, and thank you so much for asking. So I know that was like kind of crazy and deep, but you know, it is what it is. So Alicia had another question, which was, do you have any interest in creating your own brand of makeup? Sorry, I missed that one. I don't really have any interest in like creating my own brand because I'm more into the, what do I want to say? Like the editorial part of it, I guess. Like what I really want to do is have a studio that's almost like glamour shots, but way more modernized because glamour shots are totes 80s. But I want to do where you can go to a studio, have your makeup done, and then get like an editorial picture taken, like a magazine style picture taken. Because glamour shots when they were out were like freaking balls. You know what I'm saying? Like they were awesome. They made you feel good. They made you look pretty. So that's kind of like what I want to do, which was really what got me into makeup was photography because I loved every aspect of photography, but mainly like fashion and editorial. I just love the makeup and all of that. So I feel like I'm missing questions. If I missed your question, I'm so sorry, but like, I don't know, like I remember people asking certain questions and I don't see them like on my, because I have to use my phone, so I don't see them on here. If I missed your question, I'm so sorry. Just ask it again down below and I'll answer it in like the next Q&A that I do. So now I'm going to go over to Instagram. The next question is from Garcia Family 6, and she said, are you self-taught or did you go to cosmetology school? I am actually self-taught. However, I have tons of friends that are cosmetologists. And I work at Ulta, so I work around cosmetologists all day. The thing with that is, it's funny that you ask that because where I'm from, like, everybody's just so basic and like whatever. Everybody wears freaking jeans and t-shirts and it's just real like ho-hum where I live, you know what I'm saying? But I swear to God, everywhere I go, people are like, are you a hairstylist? Are you a hairstylist? You look like a hairstylist. For years, everywhere I go, people are like, do you do hair? Do you do hair? Do you do hair? Like, that's all there is. So that's really funny that you asked that. I am self-taught. I actually thought about going to cosmetology school, but I fucking hate hair. Like, the thought of what if somebody with like greasy ass hair and like nastiness comes and sits in my chair? What am I going to do? I can't touch them. Even though it's funny because I used to wipe ass for a living. I was an STNA before I started at Ulta. So to go from wiping ass to saying, oh, touching somebody's greasy ass head is gross. I wouldn't even touch like the lady's hair like in the nursing home. Like it would gross me the fuck out. I hated doing people's hair or like touching it. I don't know. I'm just one of those people. Like there are certain people that just like aren't down with hair, and I'm one of those. My own is cool, my friends, my family, whatever, but if you're a nasty ass bitch, I'm not touching that. So the next question is from that gal Jenna, and she says, do you have a website or anything for your photography work? I did have a website, but I actually let it lapse because I'm a lazy ass bitch. I did have a photography business there for a while, but like I said earlier, like I just got sick of taking pictures of like families and kids and babies, and that's just not my thing. I like more over taking pictures of stuff and like model type things, you know what I mean? So me and one of my other photography friends are always like taking pictures of each other, like modeling pictures of each other. I've actually been thinking about going on Model Mayhem lately and like trying to get some models. I did have a website, but I don't anymore, but I think I'm going to start a blog where I'm going to do like half my blog's going to be makeup and then the other half's going to be photography. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think I should do it? I know absolutely nothing about web design or anything like that, but hopefully I can find the website that I used to have was fairly easy to create. So hopefully I can find like another one like that. I just used like a Wix thing and then got my own domain name, but I did have one. I don't have one right now, but I think I'm going to make another one. So keep an eye out for that. I might do that. All right, next question comes from Spoofy Fan. No. Yeah, Spoofy Ann, sorry. Spoofy Ann. Do you regret your piercings? That is an excellent question. If you guys are new to my channel or you've never heard me mention before, I used to have 11 piercings just in my face. I had my tongue pierced, my labret pierced, my Monroe. I had this pierced, my septum pierced, my nose pierced, my eyebrows pierced twice on each side, my tongue pierced. I think that's it, maybe. There was probably others, but I can't even fucking remember at this point. Again, back to my son. I did keep a lot of them in. My eyebrows were the first thing to come out just because it kind of went out of fashion. And I mean, you guys can see in my tutorials, like I still have the holes. That's the only, I don't really regret the piercings because I like them at the point in time that I had them. But what I do regret is all the fucking holes all over my face. It sucks. Believe that. So think twice about getting something pierced. But I don't regret them, and like I said, my eyebrows came out first, or actually this came out first because it was just bugging the fuck out of me, and then my eyebrows came out. Really all I had left in when I had my son was my labret and my Monroe, and I kept that in for a while, but then as time went on and he had to go to doctor's appointments and go to school and stuff like that, I just got sick of people staring at me, because like I said, I live in a really small rural area where like tattoos and piercings and anything, makeup, isn't as widely accepted as it is in the rest of the United States. It freaking sucks. I do still wear them sometimes. I don't know if I have any videos of me wearing them, but I will wear my Monroe and I will wear my labret sometimes. Yeah, so I do kind of regret them. I do and I don't, you know what I mean? I don't because I can always put jewelry in it and I like the way it looks. But then I do because now I got holes all over my facial piece and it sucks. Alright, anyways, I hope that answered your question. I know there was one question from one of my subscribers, Danny, and I can't fucking find it anywhere. I can't find it on my YouTube or anything. But I know her question was something along the lines of, if you could have a brand like send you just one thing, what would it be? Something along the lines of that. I'm sorry, Danny, I can't find it. But to answer the question, if she said you can like choose one brand to send you something, and then what out of the brand would it be? Just one thing, high end, low end, whatever. I think it would probably be fucking Chanel because there's no way in hell I'd ever pay like $80 for foundation, or I don't give a fuck how much money I had. I would not spend that on that. I say that now, but I'll probably like buy it this summer or something stupid like that and then make myself look dumb. But it probably, of course, it would be Chanel or Dior or something crazy like that. You guys know I'm a foundation whore, so it'd probably be some kind of Chanel foundation or YSL foundation or something like that. Not too in-depth there, super classy, right? All right, y'all, so I am at 24 minutes, so I am going to cut it off. Like I said, I'm really sorry if I didn't get to your question, if there were other questions. I just couldn't see them on my phone. I don't know why. It's weird. But I'll probably do like another one of these. Thumbs up if you guys want to see like more Q&As, like if I do them, you know, every few months or something like that, or even like in a get ready with me video, if you guys like want to ask questions or whatever, I will answer them like in get ready with me videos, you know, like my chit chat coffee talks. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Sorry my tutorial bombed and my cream contour for pale girls bombed, but those videos will be coming up, so keep an eye out for those. And thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you are not. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you please, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye bye.